I've realized that over the course of making these demo diving videos, I've increasingly drifted towards games that have some sort of strategy aspect. I don't intend on making the channel entirely about strategy games, however, there have been a lot of unique combinations of genres and styles that have been really appealing to me. Deck building and roguelikes have been a match made in heaven for me, as I enjoy all the aspects of both of these genres, and once I dip my toes into games that mix the two, I really haven't looked back. That brings us to Roots of Yggdrasil, an upcoming game that looks to leave its mark in a sea of ever-increasing games that seek to utilize those two elements. Developed and published by Manavoid Entertainment, Roots of Yggdrasil sees you help guide Sunna and her tribe of Vikings as they are stuck in a perpetual time loop. In your attempt to reach the top of Yggdrasil, you will create settlements and collect new buildings and artifacts to use to your advantage as you explore the 9 realms of Norse mythology in search of answers in this roguelike city building game. Each turn you use cards in your hand to build various buildings that can grant you with a variety of bonuses like supplies, which is used to build more buildings, might, which is used to open new areas to expand and to defeat any encounters with the Ginnungagap, and Eitir, which has various uses from adding action cards to your hand to powering other buildings that grant big bonuses. If you can fuel your ship before a certain amount of time, you gain extra time on the navigation screen, allowing for you to explore more nodes and gain more powerful artifacts that can help tip the balance of the chaotic world in your favor. After each loop, you can spend resources you gain in order to purchase new cards, abilities, and even buildings to place on your own island, which grants you a starting bonus. Although this is just for the start of the loop, so don't expect to just blow through with all the bonuses you can get. There will also be different scions to use for the loops, each with their own unique spin on how to approach the deck building mechanic. One of the main selling points, in my opinion, is the world building element. Not the literal world/city building aspect, although it is oddly satisfying to cram as much as you can in a small area to maximize output. Capitalism, am I right? There are a good amount of characters, whether they be deities, heroes, scions, and other beasts inspired by Norse mythology. Each possesses their own backstory and quirks that you can uncover as you progress in the game, which gives you a sense of belonging to the world and their journey. The music was especially nice, as it reminded me of the days I spent in Valheim just gathering resources, and it really gave me some sort of cozy city feeling vibe, even though the characters were really racing to save as many people as possible from the Ginnungagap. I also enjoyed the mechanic of saving time when you're looking to refuel, as it allows for an interesting map traversal that you won't get with many games in this genre. It is because of this that you can thin your deck by removing cards and add strong artifacts that will help you during your loop. Although I never really felt too challenged in my run-throughs, I think there's enough depth and strategy to appeal to anyone who enjoys any aspect of its melting pot of ideas. There were some times I felt like I was a little bit out of luck, but for the most part I seemed to be able to salvage most tight situations without worrying too much. The difficulty modder was a really nice way to apply pressure on the run when it gave me only 30 seconds per turn while the Ginnungagap was active. With multiple scions, each having different powers, I think it'll keep the loops fresh and engaging. I did experience a few bugs during my playing, however Manavoid's team was more than eager to fix any and all issues. They have been very responsive and helpful, and I cannot thank them enough for allowing me to have an early peek at the game that will release to early access on January 24th. So be sure to check out this game, as I feel like it'll be one that will be definitely worth your time. But that'll be it for this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and as always, be kind to one another. Once again, I'd like to thank Alexi, sorry if I mispronounced your name, for Manavoid's Discord for being so helpful in my inquiries, and to Manavoid in general for giving me access to the game before it releases to early access. I would also like to thank my patrons Relativity and Naughty Dogs King for supporting me on Patreon, along with everyone who subscribed to my YouTube channel. Please leave a like or a comment if you feel so inclined, otherwise I will see you guys in the next video.